everyone and welcome back to my channel. Since Namie Amuro final release finally is happening on November 8th, I've decided to review every original album until this final best stuff is out. And today we start with her first album, Sweet 19 Blues. As always, remember that this is simply my opinion on the album, and if you enjoy this review, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more. Sweet 19 Blues is the album that started it all. Not only was it a huge success in Japan, but it carried hits from the very beginning like Sweet 19 Blues, Chase the Chance, Don't Wanna Cry, etc. But what surprises me the most about this album is how we generally know by heart all the hits and never the songs that only appear in the album. And to be fair, this album does sound very dated. After all, it came out in 1996 and it's been over 20 years now, so it's really not that surprising. What I also always notice is how the background singers almost always seem more interesting than Namie is singing at times. Like for example on a song like Let's Do the Motion, it's undeniable that these are trained singers for quite some time while Namie was still at the very early stage of her career, and it shows, even making the album seem even less hers with that. Another thing that is quite surprising is the amount of interludes. As for 19 songs, there are 8 interludes, so in the end we are left with 11 full songs. Speaking of these interludes, some are very sweet. For example, the first track, Watch Your Step, is literally Namie saying this, and that's it. There's also an amazing Don't Wanna Cry orchestra version, and I wish we had the full version because it sounds amazing. At least with this album you get remixes of the songs that were released prior. And it's something that we don't get a lot these days. The only one I can think of is Nakata remixing Perfume's single songs on their albums. And even Namie has not done it that much outside of the Break It remix on Uncontrolled, and that's as far as I can recall. But those remixes are fine. They had a bit of a different take to make the album more interesting, especially if as a fan you bought the singles before. But even so, I never found the album to be that amazing of a debut. It definitely got carried by the hype of its singles more than the new content it had. Sweet 19 Blues is a bit of an album that feels like they just didn't know quite what to do with Namie at the time, and so it feels like it's going all over the place and her voice still sounds very raw and untrained at times. If anything, this album is more for the nostalgia than the actual quality, and that's why I give it 3 stars. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to tell me what you think of the album down below, and I'll see you tomorrow for my review of Concentration 20.